All right. Hi, everybody. This is Kyle Dine from Equal Eats, and I am incredibly proud and honored to be joined today by Lindsay Spankler from the Red Sneakers for Oakley organization. Thanks for joining today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. We're really excited to be on here.
Absolutely. So we're really excited. We have something really big coming up, and we'll talk about it at the very end, where we're actually going to be working together on something really special. But for us at Equal Eats, we love to work with other groups in the community. We specialize in allergy and dietary restriction translation cards, but you do so much for the community with Red Sneakers for Oakley. But I guess to start off with, maybe you could tell us more about Oakley and what's the significance behind the name Red Sneakers for Oakley.
Sure. Red Sneakers for Oakley was founded in memory of Oakley Debs. He was an amazing boy who tragically passed away from a fatal anaphylactic reaction. He loved wearing his red sneakers, so really they became like this powerful symbol of food allergy awareness in action. And really, our organization carries his name to honor his legacy, of course, and to prevent other families from experiencing such loss. And I'm really excited as the executive director to help this mission going forward.
It's an incredible mission. And I know firsthand, I've got to go down to the headquarters of Red Sneakers for Oakley a couple times and I got to do some educational events and fairs. So wonderful work that you're doing. It's just been a pleasure to be involved in it. In terms of you being the new executive director of Red Sneakers for Oakley, what's led you there? What's your personal connection to food allergy?
So my daughter Naomi, she is 5 years old and she lives with severe food allergies. She's experienced two anaphylactic reactions, but really thankfully we had epinephrine on hand. And I am a trained nurse practitioner, but when you're a mom, it's a little bit different when that happens in your household, but we were able to respond quickly and, really we had a great outcome, thankfully. But, our experience really fuels my passion for this work because I know really firsthand how critical education is, being prepared and making sure that, everybody has the epinephrine.
Absolutely. Um, in terms of epinephrine awareness, support, education, there's so much out there to do. I've had my food allergies since the early 80s, and it's just amazing to see that things are getting better every year, decade after decade. And in terms of 2025 moving forward, what are some of the priorities, the goals, the mission for Red Sneakers for Oakley?
So really our mission is always the same. We want to save lives by raising awareness, about the dangers of food allergies, but really promoting people being prepared through education, through access to epinephrine. So really right now we're focused on getting epi everywhere, equipping schools, public venues with these life-saving tools, making sure that, they are educated, they have the medicine to save a life and really expanding our ambassador program and training programs really to reach more communities. That's our big goal.
I love it. And the more that you have that access to epinephrine available, it seems to snowball too, where the awareness and the training all comes a part of it, and it just lifts up a community in safety for us. That's wonderful. In
Thank you.
terms of donations, so we're leading up to a really big event where we're going to be donating to you, which is really exciting. How do donations help your organization fulfill its mission?
So first off, thank you so much for your support and this collaboration going forward. But our donations really directly support our ability to place epinephrine everywhere. Again, in schools, training staff, first responders, educational materials. We host a lot of community events, so a lot of the donations directly go to our Epi Everywhere. They also help grow our ambassador program, which is our big tool to reach new communities, getting those ambassadors out there, raising our mission and education. We're able to connect with schools and families and educations or organizations across the country with our ambassadors. So your donations really help Red Sneakers continue our mission.
Fantastic. What a reach across the nation. And then in terms of the impact that you're hoping to have on the lives of people in our community, what's Red Sneakers' goal there?
We really just want families to feel empowered and not afraid, right? We want children with food allergies to feel safe, included, supported. We want every school, every public place to be equipped and educated so they can save a life if needed. Our big mission is just to turn awareness into action so that no one is caught unprepared in that moment when time matters, right? We can educate all we want through red sneakers, but if we don't have the tools to save a life, that's what we're missing. So we really want to make sure that when it comes to epinephrine, time matters and people are ready to save a life.
And I love that you're providing access when otherwise people may not just be aware of allergies. They might not have that personal connection,
Mhm.
and let alone know what to do in some type of emergency. So wonderful. So the big announcement, we are very excited to be partnering on. I even printed a poster for it. November 24th, our very first ever Give Back Day, where we're going to be donating 50% of all the sales for that day at equaleats.com right back to Red Sneakers for Oakley. So we're so excited to do this. We've never done anything like it before. We do every now and then something really, really interesting, unique. And we're just excited to support because we really believe in your mission. Um, Beyond us, do you work with other organizations or community groups?
I mean, first off, that is amazing. 50% on November 24th, back to red sneakers. Thank you so much
Of
for that.
course.
That's amazing. But collaboration is really our key to our impact. We work with some schools, hospitals, advocacy groups, corporate partners, local communities. But events like Give Back Day are so powerful because really that's bringing the community together around a shared purpose. Your amazing company, right? Making sure that people have those access cards in all different languages. But so we're so honored to be a part of that.
Well, to us, it's a win-win. I have so many allergies, and I firmly believe I need to put them all in writing in English, let alone when I'm traveling the world in different languages. So we get so much feedback that they're very helpful, empowering for people to travel. But to actually get something that you could need and also then give to an organization that can help as well through a one-time thing, two birds, one stone. So really, really happy to partner up on that. Other than supporting you on November 24th on Give Back Day, what else can people do? How else can people get involved with Red Sneakers for Oakley?
I think there's so many ways people can get involved, becoming a Red Sneakers ambassador, host a fundraiser, share our resources on social media, or help us connect. I think the biggest thing is helping us connect with the community. So if you have a school that needs to be educated, or maybe they don't have access to epinephrine, reach out to us. We'll educate the school. We'll help get undesignated epinephrine in their school. If you know a restaurant that is willing to have that conversation with us, we will provide the training for free to the restaurant. We will donate the epinephrine to the restaurant. So I think the biggest thing is getting people in the community giving us the names so we can continue Epi Everywhere, making sure that people are safe, volunteering, donating, and just having those conversations about food allergy safety.
I love it. You're rolling up your sleeve. There's no job too big or too small for your organization. I love it. Blue sky question to end off here. What is your dream for our community?
I mean, I think it's such a big question, right? But I think in our community, for people to truly understand food allergies, right? That it's not a choice, it's not an inconvenience. This is something life-threatening. And so, if all of our communities could understand the importance of food allergy awareness, carrying your epinephrine if you have a food allergy, always carry epinephrine, right? Epinephrine is the only medicine to save a life. Epi first, epi fast. When time matters, just give epi. I think it's just so important that our community knows that you can have this undesignated epinephrine in every public venue so we can have that. I mean, of course, the dream is food allergies that, there's a cure. My daughter with mustard allergy, you with a mustard allergy. My dream is for the United States to have better labeling when it comes to food allergies like UK and Canada. But I think the biggest dream is just everybody's aware, everybody's prepared, and we're just compassionate.
Well, you are moving the dial more and more in that direction with all the work that you do. So it's a real pleasure to speak with you today. I'm excited for the whole Equal Eats community to learn more about Red Sneakers for Oakley, about your mission. Thank you for sharing it. And we are really thrilled to be promoting so much November 24th. We're going to tell people do not even come to our website before that. And November 24th is the day where you can have a double whammy of impact and also be safe. So we look forward to it. And thank you so much for joining us today, Lindsay.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your support as well.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.